Britain, we're known for history, cities, great British food, and most importantly, the sun, right?
Ironically, it's our weather which is largely responsible. People who live in Mediterranean countries have said that it's usually so hot and sunny that no one wants a soft top. They would rather have a solid roof between them to keep the nice hot sun out and letting the aircon keep them cool.
Driving on today's roads is not fun. They're overcrowded, they're in poor shape, and they're full of potholes. And you're forever sitting at that red light on your way home on your commute. Driving is supposed to be fun, but if you still want to get enjoyment of driving on the road, then maybe a convertible is for you. It doesn't have to be 100 degrees, beautiful weather and sunny for you to have your top down. You can have it down in any weather conditions and you feel fresh, energised, even if you're crawling along at 5 miles per hour. First things first, the old BMW 4 Series convertible had a 3-piece metal folding roof. Well, BMW, they've jumped ship and they now have a fabric roof which will retract in 18 seconds and at speeds of up to 31 miles per hour. And once that's all said and done, let's take a look at what we actually have around us, because BMW have given us something a little bit special, a stunning car. The front end of it, it's hard not to fall in love with the BMW LED headlights and the nice new big kidney grills which we see on the front as well. It makes it look sharp and edgy, and it reminds me a lot of the BMW M3 competition, and we've done a review on that. Have a little look at the top of the screen and make sure you watch that. Watch us race a plane. 20-inch alloy wheels bring a nice side of the car into play, and also the angle of the windscreen make everything just look nice and sleek as you run your way towards the back. The actual back of the car, again, stunning lights on the back that BMW give you, and 2 exhausts. Not just fake exhausts like other cars, 2 real exhausts on this car. But don't they drive worse than the hardtop? Well, because we don't have the roof above us, people naturally think that this car is lighter. But the manufacturers have to put in structural bracing to make the car strong and safe. And this adds around about 165 kilograms to the overall weight. Around the same weight as an adult Panda. It's at its most entertaining on a twisty B road, with the top down and that little bit less stiffness in the chassis than its coupé counterpart. It's maybe not as sharp through the corners, but the steering is fantastic and it goes exactly where you want it to. The boffins at BMW have been very clever with the dampers. They've done 2 things. They've reduced the body roll and improved the handling, which refines the balance between sporty driving and long distance comfort. The visibility in the car is fabulous, as you get with any convertible. You have a shallow aperture that you look out here, but because there's no roof above you, you have a huge sense of space in this car. The door mirrors aren't the biggest. They don't have blind spot detection, but the bonus is the outside edge of the mirror is convex, so it gives you a nice wide angle on either side of the car. So we're in Eco Pro mode just now, wafting along, generally saving a little bit of fuel. There is comfort mode, and there's also sport mode. And it's time for us to try sport mode on this long hill. Push it down and instantly the car wants to go further forward, and it wants to go forward at a good bit of pace. I better watch what I'm doing here. We've got to stay within the limits of the law, but from eco to sport, a big jump in performance. The latest BMW 4 Series is a lot longer and wider than the previous BMW 4 Series, because BMW are trying to give you more internal cabin space, and as you can see, the proof is very much in the pudding. You've got comfy leather seats that are very sporty here, and the same for the leather sporty steering wheel. You've got a curved display here that BMW give you, and inside in there you've got operating system 8.5, and that comes with navigational built into it, nice and easy to use. There's lots of storage and a charging mat, as you can see. Glove box is nice and big, and it also comes with auto aircon and 2-zone control. Now, in towards the back. As you can see, legroom isn't the greatest. It's quite tight, but don't let that put you off. You've got ISOFIX, you've got drinks holders and an armrest. And what you lose for leg space, you certainly make up for boot space. Let's go and have a look at that. Now, practicality is not something that you're thinking about when you buy a two-door soft top, such as the BMW 4 Series Convertible. And there will be that odd time in life where you need to carry two people with more than two suitcases. Boot space in here, with the roof down as we have it just now, gives you 300 litres of boot space in there. With the roof up though, gives you 385 litres of boot space, and it does go quite deep. At Arnold Clark, we've got over 20,000 new and used cars across the UK. We've got something that will suit absolutely everybody. Head to arnoldclark.com and see what we can do for you, because we have got the best deal guaranteed.
There is an M4 competition convertible available, which comes as standard with a twin turbocharged straight six 4-wheel drive 503 horsepower animal under the bonnet, so you can proper thump it around and feel the breeze. But it comes in at around £91,000. Prices for the convertible range start around £51,000, and the model we have here, the 420i M Sport, with its 184 horsepower, which will reward you with around 38 to 41 miles per gallon, and it's also worth noting that BMW don't have a diesel option in their convertible range.
Remember, you can open and close the roof as the car's moving. We've said that earlier on, and I love transformers, so let's put the roof back in play so we can head to the motorway and do a little bit of driving there. It's quite impressive, this. It's something that's always kind of worried me about the convertible car. What's it like when you try and do it? Does it work? Look at that, absolutely perfect. Seamless closing, and the last thing that happens, the windows go up. Perfect. I'm going to talk nice and quietly here, because this is about sounds and visibility when the roof's up. First of all, don't be put off by that age-old myth of convertibles giving you a huge amount of wind noise when the roof's up, because it flaps and it catches the air. It's very, very well insulated up there, and it fits like a glove, so it's super, super quiet inside this car. Visibility at the back, well, it is compromised a little bit to our coupé counterpart, but it's still not bad. As I look through that rearview mirror, it's not a tiny letterbox. You can still see plenty at the back. And when you marry that in with the BMW surround view and reversing cameras, it makes it nice and easy for you to get into that tight, difficult space in a car park.
Is it maybe the connection that you get to our green and pleasant land? Bikers will tell you that the smells of the countryside, the sea, etc. all heighten the experience of riding a bike, and I think that's true of the convertible too. There's just something about the sensory overload of driving with the roof off that makes you focus on the task in hand. No distractions, no worries, just you, the machine, and a stretch of your favourite tarmac.
It's the rock and roll romance of the open road that powered 1,000 songs. Running Down a Dream, Thunder Road, and Ticket to Ride. Those guys get it, and maybe you should too. The BMW 4 Series is probably one of the leading mid-size sports coupes on the market. It's sleek, it's impressive, and when you chop that roof off, it really does heighten the looks of the car. It's impressive to drive. It handles just as well as the coupe, and it retains that comfy, sporty feeling as you're driving it. But Britain, what is your fascination with the convertible car? I'm Duncan Vincent. This is the Arnold Clark YouTube channel. Like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss a notification or an upload from us. And until next time, safe driving.